It's just expression of my emotion. I can show what I feel. It's always red and black.
Нормально, ты живой, блядь.
It's blood and this is the ground. And when it mixed together, this is what infantry soldiers see day by day and night by night.
You're painting the abyss.
It scares me a lot to become this darkness after war.
We will fight for our land till the last breath.
Roman once painted the war with words.
So this is how we fight?
In raw, unflinching GoPro dispatches from the front lines of Ukraine.
We know what we are fighting for.
Bright and bold, free-flowing over X,
We're taking it back.
TikTok, Instagram. The young sharpshooter filming his own war captured the world's attention, and mine.
I don't know which video can be last. Baby, my sniper rifle. So we continue fighting for freedom.
For more than 3 years, I've been following him as he chronicled the battles and the rare, quiet moments in between.
Я б з ними ще погрався, але зараз по нам буде ворожа арта працювати.
Back then, Roman spoke with the certainty of a young soldier who hadn't yet met his limits.
I felt really like I'm invincible. I'm like some superhero.
The fight's so hot.
Most of the time, 99% of the time, I'm not afraid to die.
What about that 1%?
I'm a human being.
It's very dangerous here, guys.
But as the war staggered into its second year, each blast took its toll. 5 battlefield concussions don't just add up, they compound.
It's some kind of curse to have so much invisible damage. It's harder for me than being on the battlefield.
Roman's story in a conflict marked by an estimated 400,000 Ukrainian military wounded, a reminder that for those who fight, the war's costs are paid long after the battle ends. I finally met Roman in person in Kramatorsk, a city near the front line that never truly sleeps, continuously rotating soldiers to the trenches. It was April 2023. Roman met me on a break from Bakhmut. The notorious Battle of Bakhmut was brutal, street-to-street, sometimes hand-to-hand combat.
When did you get back?
Just 3 or 4 hours ago.
For how many days were you there?
It was 3 days.
3 days. Yeah. And how much sleep did you get in 3 days?
Maybe 2 to 3 hours per day.
Today I lost few combat brothers. Also I destroyed few invaders.
Roman fought with the now legendary Azov Brigade, the unit that had come to symbolize Ukraine's refusal to yield.
Of course, physically and emotionally exhausted.
There, on his 31st birthday, writing, "The horror breaks through the defenses of the psyche, penetrates and fills you."
We're so close to the enemies.
But he still found the clarity to record posts that were part confession, part call to arms.
Готуємось до бою. Yeah.
What inspired you to do that?
Actually, at the beginning, I don't want to do it. I think it was some kind of show off that I'm on war, look at me, I'm such a badass.
It was his sister Lila's idea for Roman to start posting.
Good feeling to have a popular brother.
A way to show the world the soul of the Ukrainian soldier.
I'm so appreciate to eat this delicious energy bar. And I realized that life is amazing, guys. Fights continue everywhere. On my radio, I hear that our fellows dies. So many deaths here. Still, I share with you what I'm thinking here in the front line.
I have no wife and children, so my video is something that I can left after me.
But everything nice, guys. Everything is okay.
Roman's calm under fire was more than mere bravado. It was a state of mind to keep you alive.
My emotions is calm. I'm 100% concentrate and relaxed because this is necessary.
He called it his life system. Habits learned under fire to keep fear at bay.
Explain that to me.
Okay, almost all people don't want to die or afraid to die, right?
Right.
I try to find a way how not to be afraid. This is about mind discipline.
We have one injured hero.
I only concentrate on today. If they see panic on my face, it will spread so fast.
Case in point, a severely wounded comrade.
Тримайся, Ваня.
Roman expertly, calmly applying a tourniquet with the grace that comes with repetition,
Нормально, ти живий, блядь. Маркер, час.
marking the moment so medics would know.
12:00. Чуєш, тільки вибач, подушечки немає.
His comrade survived. From a hospital bed came a simple message of thanks.
You've had bullets come close to you.
Yeah. Yes.
How close?
The closest one was this huge machine gun tried to kill me, and it's bullet from big caliber.
The round tore through the water pack on his back, a few inches from his spine.
If it will be in my body, it will be over, yeah.
How can it be possible?
2 weeks after our first meeting, Roman was in a hospital bed. A concussion from the pressure wave of an explosion.
After tank attacks.
The orders said rest. The war wouldn't let him. Within days, he returned to the front, facing the enemy outside and the ever-growing damage within.
Long time no see you, friend.
We would not meet in person again until this winter in Kyiv. Roman was now profoundly changed after the darkest moment of his war.
Can we talk about the pizzeria?
Yeah.
Why are you hesitant?
Because I've been in many battles and I've seen a lot. Still, pizzeria is one of the hardest moments from what I've seen.
In Kramatorsk, on a brief break from battle, he went to dinner with his sister and some friends.
I put on my three-piece suit and try to feel myself like a civilized person and try to be distracted from war, at least for one day.
Just been hit.
A Russian Iskander missile, one of the most powerful weapons in Putin's arsenal, slammed into the restaurant at dinner time. The blast tore through the crowded room, a place soldiers and journalists knew as Ria Pizza. For many, it had been a rare haven. That night, it was pure hell.
Did you hear ringing in your ears?
Yeah, it was really loud. In 1 second, everything was on fire, like in a movie.
13 people died. Roman was among the more than 60 injured, but he stayed to pull others from the rubble before going to the hospital himself.
For whole months, I couldn't sleep. I just saw their face, and I saw this explosion again and again, and here they're screaming.
He'd faced death many times before, but never like this. On the front line, there's task, there's purpose. In that pizzeria, only tragedy.
The hardest part that I couldn't help all of them, you know, and some people die.
You've seen people die.
Yeah,
A lot of people die
yeah,
on the battlefield.
exactly.
What's different about this?
When you go to the battle, you prepared yourself mentally.
Нашої роботи.
You could die, your fellows could die. It's not something scary, it's just statistic.
Even after all that, Roman tried to go back to the battlefield. He wasn't ready.
Do you realize that you're not in good shape to do this?
Yes,
You knew.
yes. Okay, at least I can carry some ammunition. I should try, because I can't just say, oh guys, I'm tired.
But his mind betrayed him. He wandered, lost, unarmed, on the battlefield.
Then I just stopped and realized, wow, I just walk in without any weapon to the enemy's hands. I believe it was some miracle, because something just clapped in my head and I understand, wow, I'm so close, I should return back. After that, I just fallen down near our trenches.
So they pulled you to safety.
Yeah. At this point, I confessed to myself, my body broken.
Two years later, back in Kyiv, under the shadow of a war that just won't end, Roman lives with a brain injury that will not heal. Taking up sculpting, he's trying to reassemble himself.
I couldn't explain you in the world, but I could show you. This is how I am.
That's how you feel.
Yes.
Did you want to be a soldier growing up?
Never.
No.
No, never. I hated army, I hated any weapon. I thought it's something so barbarical, and modern people must be smart and intelligent, not killing but negotiate.
His belief in peace shattered during the Ukrainian Revolution back in 2014, when what began as a peaceful pro-democracy uprising against a Kremlin-backed president turned deadly. Security forces opening fire on their own people.
These protests start being really bloody.
More than 100 were killed. But the crackdown backfired, because that was the moment Ukraine broke Moscow's grip.
Then I realized we can really resist with bare hand against so-called soldiers, dogs of the criminal regime. I realized that I'm ready to put my life on my freedom.
On Valentine's Day 2015, he volunteered to join Azov, leaving architecture school behind. Within months, he was at war in eastern Ukraine. Between that first war and this one, he returned to Kyiv, worked in real estate, and traveled the world.
Життя прекрасне.
In a book he's writing, he calls that period fabulous and carefree. Then came the full-scale invasion. Friends abroad opened their doors, asked him to get out, come to Sydney, Paris, London, New York, to safety. He declined. Instead, he rejoined Azov.
Sleepless night after a battlefield.
At first, he was a javelin operator. You're right. Right now, I'm the messenger of death. Death whispers in my ear whose life I must take. The Russians, again and again, nearly took his. If being alive is the definition of survival, Roman survived the trenches, the repeated concussions, and even that pizzeria missile strike. But something inside him had given way.
They said me, okay, you will spend here 1 month and then you should return.
And what was the treatment?
Medicine, pills, which just make you fall asleep all the time. And they say, it's okay, you need to sleep a lot, you will heal yourself.
Did you expect to get better?
Yes, I was really expected. I'm gonna feel better. Another fail. The first 2 months, I couldn't even talk.
You couldn't even talk?
Yeah, I was like this. I used to forget all the word, and even if I think about this word, I couldn't pronounce it.
Значить, ваша задача, дивіться, ваша задача сидіть спокійно, розслаблено.
The worst part was like nobody could tell me what's going on with me. I felt like I'm a passenger in some strange body.
It's like disassociation where you're seeing yourself from outside of yourself.
Yes.
Back at the front line, Russian assaults became more ferocious, more deadly for soldiers and civilians.
Цей стан справжньої безпорадності, коли атаки на Україну, ти безпорадний, лежиш в госпіталі, від тебе рівно 0 користі, абсолютно. Це знищує зсередини.
Everybody could do something, and I can't do nothing. And this is the hardest punishment.
So Roman went dark, first on his feed, then in his thoughts. And he learned a hard lesson. He who survives war must then survive himself.
From when I first met you, you're always so positive,
protecting my people.
Because I had this energy back then. Despite everything, I could see something good.
Was that crushed?
Yeah, totally.
All right, delicate question. Were there times when you didn't want to be alive?
It wasn't direct, but there was the time when I tried to do something really stupid.
Head still ringing, body failing. His mind searched for salvation in the place he'd last found it, the front.
I wasn't planned to ask anybody. I just want to join my guys and fight there.
You were serious about going?
Yes, I have my gear, I have my sniper rifle, I have bullets, I have like everything, I have car.
You're just gonna go.
Yeah, but that definitely will be like a one-way ticket for me. And I believe at this point there was the most such suicide thoughts.
He stayed in the hospital, avoiding news of the war.
Russia persistently advancing.
But then, turning his phone back on, something flickered.
I just open Instagram one day and just see these candles.
The candles, we know what that means.
Yes, and then I've been told that one of my best fellow, he was killed.
Roman posted a memorial to his fallen friend.
And there was like more than 100,000 views. At this point, I understand that at least I have some power to affect this world, to help my combat fellow not being forgotten. We used to ask why the hell I'm survived. For me, it was very useful to rephrase this question, and I ask myself, for what reason I'm still alive? And when you ask yourself this question, you start find incredible answers for that.
The doctors have done all they can. On good days, Roman can still appear whole. On a February Sunday, he takes me to a weekly demonstration in support of Azov soldiers in Russian captivity.
Soldiers who was in captivity for almost 3 years.
If he'd had his way, he might have been one of them.
My desire was to join Azov in Mariupol.
Roman's commander knew the mission would be fatal. He refused to send him into Mariupol, where in 2022, Azov fighters made their last stand at the Azovstal steelworks. Months under siege, surrender on orders from Kyiv to save lives.
I'm really glad that you joined us today because you could see what's going on here. A lot of my combat brothers still in captivity.
Russia captured more than 2,000 defenders. Even now, over 900 remain in captivity. Each Sunday in Kyiv, soldiers, civilians, and families gather in a vigil that refuses to let the world look away. Roman stands among them, despite the noise that makes his head ache.
He's wearing headphones right now to suppress the noise of all the honking.
Like electricity.
Yeah.
Shocking me.
Here, Roman is still recognized from his videos 2 years ago, including ours.
Infinity fighting.
The interview we did in Kramatorsk, I think around 2 million people have watched that. And what I suspect is many people are going to think, it's the same Roman.
Yeah, man, that's the biggest problem, because you can imagine how tired it is to explain to people who didn't understand what is it concussion, what is it PTSD.
Are the doctors able to separate those?
That's the biggest problem. They can't. They try to calm you down with sedative pills.
On Instagram, he wrote, "Don't be surprised if you see a stylish man in a suit lying on the street somewhere in Kyiv. It happens with me a few times a day. I often lose consciousness, thanks to the people who don't pass by." Roman hopes he might eventually travel abroad to receive cutting-edge treatment.
Do you still have nightmares?
Yeah.
So like last night, you didn't sleep through the entire night?
I try to sleep maybe 1 hour, then I wake up again and it continues. And during this time I've seen the dreams.
What do you see in your nightmares?
Personal question starts.
You don't have to answer.
That part I will keep to myself, if you don't mind. For people who use drug or alcohol, it's easier because you can drink and knock out your consciousness and just feel okay. I'm painting, I'm sculpting. I do a lot of stuff to distract my brain from bad stuff. I was a sniper, I was infantry, I eliminate soldiers. It shows all my darkness.
He won't say how many enemy soldiers he killed.
I like to sculpt skulls, of course.
Of course.
Yes. I realized during sculpting that all the skull, they are smiling. All of them. It's interesting because we was born to smile.
Through months in the hospital, at first rarely, then more often, his smile returned.
Looks how great this is too. At least I receive emotion. I had lots of emotions from swimming.
This summer, Azov formally returned him to civilian life.
The medical system realized that they can't treat me and they let me to resign from army.
But Roman is not resigned to cognitive debilitation.
I need to go through this dark tunnel of my subconsciousness to find this light in the end of the tunnel.
Do you see it yet? The lights at the end of the tunnel?
Just a little bit, to be honest.
That seems like something, right?
Most deaf. It's like huge victory. It's invisible, but for me it's huge victory.
Until that light flickers on and stays lit, Roman paints in red and black, half in shadow, half in hope.
I'm sure that life is a great present.